Hey y'all, it's me again, Delightful Soul. How you guys doing out there? I hope everyone is doing well, and I also appreciate you for tuning into my channel. Go ahead and subscribe to hear more content, and let's get into Boston Celtics suspended head coach Ime Udoka for entire NBA season. Ime Udoka, head coach of the Boston Celtics, has been suspended for the entire NBA season for violations of team policies and the organization announced Thursday night. The team added that the decision of Udoka's futures with the Celtics would be made at a later date. His suspension was effective immediately. According to ESPN and The Athletic and the Boston Globe, Udoka had a consensual relationship with a female member of the team staff. Udoka said to ESPN in a statement in which he apologized to the players, fans, organization, and his family. CNN has reached out to the Celtics for further comment. Udoka took over as team head coach from Brad Stevens ahead of the 2021-22 NBA season and coached the Celtics to their first NBA Finals appearance since 2010, where they lost 4-2 to the Golden State Warriors. Well, this may be very disappointing to the fans, the Boston Celtics fans, for the simple fact that he did help put them in the runnings for another championship. However, Udoka was considering resigning from his job. The TNT Chris Hayes reported Thursday afternoon that Udoka will not resign. So, and yes, this is speculated that he will be suspended for the entire season. So we hope they work this part out so that he can return to his job and produce another championship or a championship for the Boston Celtics. Most NBA players, former and current NBA players, do not condemn him for having that consensual relationship. It's the fact that who he had that relationship with. I know someone like Matt Barnes was going hard for him because he say that he see it within the league all the time. But since then, he retracted his opinion. Let's take a look.
On all the teams you played with, how many total NBA teams you played for?
8.
8 teams. You saw this type of thing happening.
I saw stuff going on, you know what I mean? Like from top to bottom. And that's what I said in my post. You know, I've seen from the owners to the dancers to and everybody in between. You know what I mean? It's kind of like its own little reality show, you know, and again, to each his own, you know what I mean? No one's claiming to be perfect. But, you know, like I heard, it's not about what he did. I guess is about who he did it with. Is really gonna you know, kind of flip the game upside down when it comes to this instance. Because like I said, this is not something that's, you know, only the NBA. It happens in the workplace all around. But you know, like I said, it's not so much the act.
When I first heard of this story about the Boston Celtics coach Ime Udoka being suspended for a year for having a consensual affair with a subordinate employee, I thought that was very extensive. That was a very extensive punishment. I thought maybe, yes, there should be some consequences. However, nothing more than a suspension or two, or maybe a fine. And yes, this should have happened if he violated the company policy by dating someone within the company who has a lesser position than he does. So I was thinking, being suspended for a whole year, there must be more to why the Boston Celtics have suspended a coach who has led them to the finals. And this story became big and bigger and was being reported everywhere in all of the outlets, and also was on Twitter. And as being on Twitter, it was correlating with Neil Long's name. Now, I never followed this coach before. I'm not interested in the Boston Celtics. I'm not a fan of theirs. However, I am a fan of Neil Long's. But as I looked a little bit further, I found out some other things. He is the boyfriend or fiance to actress Neil Long. They have been together or in a relationship for at least 9 years, and they have a 10-year-old son together. But I'm not going to focus on that aspect of the story because that is very disappointing and maybe hurting to her or embarrassing. But one question that I have for Ime is, what inspired him to step out on Neil Long? A lot of the people on the internet, Twitter exactly, was asking that particular question. Most consider her to be very beautiful. And I know you can make the argument that it doesn't matter how beautiful and how rich, famous, or accomplished you are, that doesn't necessarily mean that a person would not step out on you. But if Ime's consensual relationship with just the regular employee, I don't believe that this punishment would have been extensive. And another thing, I don't think he thought this out because now it has tainted or tarnished his career and all that hard work he has put in over the years. And all of this is alleged that the person whom he was having this consensual relationship with could have been one of the executives' spouses. All of this is alleged, but you can pretty much correlate the punishment to the offense. So y'all tell me what you think about this story here. Go ahead and like this video and comment below. And go ahead and subscribe to hear more content. And as always, I thank you for watching my channel. Bye now.